And welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Afternoon English News with me, Suchitra Rajkumari. Let's look at the headlines first. Floodwater forces Jawaharlal Institute of Medical Sciences, JENIMS, to shut down operation. Various homes and streets in parts of Imphal East continue to be submerged as river banks of Imphal River and Iril River breached by floodwater. Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI, demands permanent state disaster response task force and upgradation of drainage infrastructure across flood-prone zones. Naga bodies picket government offices in Naga inhabited areas as part of protest initiated by ANSAM against border fencing and scraping of FMR. And now the news in a bit more detail. Incessant rain in the past few days have brought normal lives into standstill, especially in Imphal East district, which has been badly affected by the year's flood. Due to flood, Jawaharlal Institute of Medical Sciences has been inundated, causing disruption in its operations. Rescue team consisting of around by Tengol volunteers, personnel from SDRF, NDRF, and security forces have been put on war footings to evacuate patients, students, and medical equipment from the hospital. The power supply in the institute has also been disrupted, and efforts are being made to retrieve the blood from its blood bank. Meanwhile, floodwater has also inundated Porompat Police Station, Modern College, Imphal East DC Complex, and surrounding areas. Various places including Ayangpali Road, Wangkhay Angom Laikai, Andro Parking, Wangkhay Kaithel Asangbi, Wangkhay Yonglan Lairak, and parts of Imphal Andro Road have been submerged by water. People have been evacuated at safer places as water level continue to rise at these areas. Amid the state grappling with floods owing to continuous torrential rainfall, embankments of Kongba River have been breached at Basikong in the wee hours today, causing widespread flooding in the nearby areas. People were seen moving out of their houses and transporting properties to safer locations. With the increase in overflow of water from breached river banks, flood situation in the state has worsened. Some of the localities reeling under floods include Kong Balaishram Laikai, Thambal Makong, Khergao, Sabal Laikai, and its adjoining areas. Relief camps were also opened in several areas. Various areas in Imphal East district continue to remain flooded as Iril river banks have been breached at Khetri Awang Laikai near Princeton School. Streets, homes, and paddy fields have been inundated by the floodwater in areas such as Kurai, Hingang, Khetrigao, and areas under Thongju Assembly constituency. Meanwhile, efforts have been made to fix the breached riverbanks along with rescue, relief, and rehabilitation works in these areas.
Anak Manipur thin mà thùng này li ha, hình gì? Em nung ai đấy? Chạy có những gì hình chào vi thế này coi chứ? Em nung ai đấy?
Amid the worsening flood situation in the state, continuous seepage of Iril River at Kairao Bitra Awang Laikai has caused panic to its locals and the nearby areas. As such, the locals, along with volunteers of Arambay Unit 29, Kairao, have been making all efforts to repair the Iril River embankments since yesterday. Kairao constituency MLA Laurembam Rameshwar and social worker Thongam Gopin have also provided excavators and Tata mini trucks loaded with earth in the effort. Social worker Hidam Bonisan has also contributed in relief and mitigation efforts in the area. However, the situation cannot be fully contained as the level of Iril River remains dangerously high, causing frequent seepage at many points in the area. Meanwhile, breaching Imphal River embankment at Sekmaijin Hangun Awang Lekai in Imphal West district this morning has resulted in widespread flooding in and around the locality. The incident occurred despite locals, including Mayang Imphal constituency MLA K. Robindro, making intense efforts of mending the vulnerable river banks to avert breaching since yesterday. Efforts are on to restore the breached river banks till the time of filing this report. Notably, several areas of Imphal East and Imphal West districts are bearing the brunt of continuous rainfall that triggered water overflowing and breaching river banks of multiple rivers. In view of the prevailing flood situation in Manipur, Public Health Engineering Department has started taking up initiative to provide drinking water to people affected by the recent flooding in parts of the state. In a press release, the department informed people residing at urban areas of Imphal East and Imphal West districts to contact Junior Engineer Maisnam Kipgent and Waribam Johnson via mobile number 8125634543. Again, the mobile number is 8125634543. And another mobile number is 9612682714. Again, the number is 9612682714 for any emergency regarding drinking water. The Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, Kokomi, has set up a flood relief and emergency helpline at Kurai Lamlong Kaithel to support victims of the ongoing flood crisis affecting large parts of the state. In a press note, Kokomi informed that it has mobilized volunteers to assist with relief camp support, search and rescue operations, distribution of essential commodities, medical supplies, and other urgent materials to affected areas. While admitting that widespread devastation due to flood, Kokomi has demanded immediate action taken reports from all concerned state agencies. The committee has also demanded to clear disclosure of relief package details and a time-bound and transparent rehabilitation plan for all the displaced and affected persons. Further, Kokomi has also suggested government to establish a permanent state disaster response task force with trained personnel and rapid development and deployment capabilities. It has also demanded government to upgrade and maintain flood management and drainage infrastructure across flood-prone zones, and also to pre-allocate emergency funds with mechanisms for public auditing and accountability. Kokomi further appealed government to conduct annual pre-monsoon risk assessment and community awareness programs. Responding to the directives of all Naga Students Association Manipur ANSAM to picket all government offices in Naga areas for 48 hours in protest against the construction of fencing works along the Indo-Myanmar border and scraping of Free Movement Regime FMR, Naga students' bodies under the aegis of Naga Students Union, Chandel and SUC locked government offices in Chandel district, including DC office, SDO office, ADC office and State Bank of India, Chandel branch. In pursuance of the resolution adopted during the Presidential Council meeting on May 12 and in consonance with the decision taken at the office bearers meeting held on May 26 this year, ANSAM initiated office picketing in all the Naga Hill districts for 48 hours starting today. Following the directive, which was also endorsed by the United Naga Council, Tangkhul Katamnao Saklong and the Chandil Naga People's Organization, besides other CSOs, Naga bodies picketed government offices in Chandil District Headquarters, including Chandil DC Office, SDO Office, ADC Office and State Bank of India. Normal activities were halted in Naga inhabited areas due to picketing activities. Students' School Management Development Committee (SMDC) and Parents' Committee of Kangabok Awang Upper Primary School have demanded the relevant authorities to cancel the transfer order of Thongam Joy Chandra, who works as a social science teacher in the school. The students shouted various slogans in protest against the transfer of the school teacher, besides members of SMDC members locking the school. Speaking to reporters, SMDC member Elangbam Rashikumar asserted that Joy Chandra has been utilized as a social science teacher in the school after the post was lying vacant since the recent past. Decrying that the relevant authority issued a transfer order for the teacher very recently without sending anyone in his place, the SMDC member urged the Education Department to revoke the transfer order of the school teacher immediately.
School sida laiba oda Joy Chandra si mahagasi uzik utilization asida tawrumbadagi samramda utilization sakibase agoi parents committee SMC committee adagi agang agoi punna yaning de school sida ma hek lakpadagi mana school sida kathokpaga loinana tongan ba subject sing mana takpi ba adu higher class ta concern subject laitabadagi mahagna takpi dana science amadi social science takpi dona lakpani haje mong ma si atamnana ma si samramda mong utilization thagi ba si school si sinana ba achauba maram am oire aduna hairiba oja se athu matamna magi utilization samramda thaba se kakpi dragadi akoi school se matam kaktana boycott tawdana ko thongan se jaraga ko school kajararoi.
Women folk of self-help group under Hairok Part 2 Litan, along with children from the locality, conducted a drive against plastic waste from river banks and streets. The initiative was carried out under Go Green, Go Clean campaign of Eco Network Manipur. Speaking in this regard, President of Eco Network Manipur, Sinthangamba Laishram, has urged public to stop littering plastic waste and contribute towards conservation of environment.
Torin Khungban da lambi sorokta tongan mafam da chairaga leramba plastic sing khungatlaga thambiramba amadi Eco Network punna environment kanana ba loina Go Green campaign nama akoi changsillaga lakliba si mai pa anana bagi dama saruk ya bi bagi tanja duni ngasi litan gi maibel sing amade angang sing na asigumba environment kanana ba lubanan balamda mu ohenana ba plastic pollution handanana bagi tawdang adu lobiram bagi tanja duni Eco Network Manipur na so Manipur gi miyam da haijaning bo afam da akoi plastic se langthokpi ganu mai thabi ganu mafam chana thambiyo plastic ta natana atopa waste sing so hojikti khoi paisa onthoklasi kana ba hiram da sinarasi.
And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Lamphelpat, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 28 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 21.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 97% in the morning and 79% in the evening. Manipur received 1.3 millimeters of rainfall in the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, Indian Meteorological Department has issued orange alert for Tamenglong, Senapati, Kangpokpi, None, Jiribam, Imphal West and Imphal East districts today, predicting more heavy rainfall in these districts. On the other hand, the state will continue to be under yellow alert tomorrow. For June 4, IMD has issued orange alert for Tamenglong, Senapati and Kangpokpi districts. The headlines once again. Floodwater forces Jawaharlal Institute of Medical Sciences (JNIMS) to shut down operation. Various homes and streets in parts of Imphal East continue to be submerged as river banks of Imphal River and Iril River breached by flood water. Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity Kokomi demands permanent state disaster response task force and upgradation of drainage infrastructure across flood-prone zones. And Naga bodies picket government offices in Naga inhabited areas as part of protest initiated by Ansam against border fencing and scraping of FMR. That is all the news we have for now. More news coming up at 5. Keep watching Sktv'S News.